Whenever an idol is locked in a legal battle with its management label, the idol tends to lay low until their exclusive contract with the label is terminated. Like Lunar's case as an example. When Chu got expelled, the other members filed injunctions to suspend their contracts. Their case is mostly similar to New Jeans, but the main difference is how vastly the group members acted during the court period. When New Jeans unilaterally terminated their contracts through a press conference, they didn't waste any time before going on interviews or participating in entertainment-based activities without going through ador first. They rebranded, got a new name and started selling their own merch. Meanwhile, the Luna members stayed out of the public eye during the legal battle. They would only connect with their fans through personal social media accounts, which were out of company control. They never engaged in any entertainment activities until after the court freed them from their contracts. Only then did they sign with other companies and re-enter into the public's eye. But just like New Jeans, the now ex-Lunar members mostly refrained from doing most activities set out by their company, but they still won their case. Meanwhile, New Jeans lost theirs. There's a lot of reasons you could argue as to why Lunar won while New Jeans lost, like how the ex-Luna members had concrete evidence against BlackBerry while New Jeans' evidence barely had any substantial proof, but my main focus is on the members' overall attitude. When an idol is going against their company in court, their main aim is to prove that the company was either neglecting the duties agreed upon in the exclusive contract, or to prove that they were being treated in ways that violated their human rights. The company, on the other hand, is going to try and either prove that the idol was the one violating the contract or prove that they never neglected the idols and followed through with their part of the contract, like providing proper promotion and resources to fund the idol's career. In New Jeans' case, ador was trying to prove the latter while New Jeans were trying to prove that ador neglected them. It goes without saying that one of the major clauses in an exclusive contract is to not sign with another company when the contract is still standing. That's why the Luna members didn't sign with another agency until the court suspended their original contracts. Signing a conflicting contract when the exclusive contract is still standing is like handing over more ammo to the company to use against you in court. That is why New Jeans member, Danielle, may have just lit her career on fire. Ador implies that she signed a conflicting contract and engaged in entertainment activities without involving them. Just to be clear, entertainment activities doesn't just mean releasing music, it also means sponsorships and advertising. Before the injunction ruling, all 5 members breached this clause, but after the ruling they went on a self-imposed hiatus, rarely appearing out in public. All of them except Danielle. She was seen going out on marathon runs with other celebrities, even going out to do charities. At the time, those activities seemed harmless, and it looked like she was just doing volunteer work. But then ador announced that they terminated her contract because she breached it. This was a shock since all 5 members expressed their willingness to go back to ador, but now one member got kicked out, another is still in limbo, and only 3 members returned. Since ador is keeping a tight seal on the information, all we got is that just like the other members, she was given time to deal with all the contracts she signed and all the activities she engaged in outside of ador's management, but she didn't, and therefore they had to terminate her contract since it was going to be difficult to work with her. Because of the little information let out, a lot of fans and non-fans have been speculating, trying to figure out which contracts she signed and with which companies. Some are claiming that ador is suing her because she did charity work and ran a marathon, which I think is absurd. If ador is willing to take her to court and for almost $40 million, you best be sure it's not because she did charity. A lot of you guys view ador as petty and think that they filed this lawsuit on a whim to spite Danielle and her family. You keep forgetting that it is a multi-million-dollar company where every decision is passed through a board of executives. They can't just file lawsuits whenever they feel like, because it's also going to cost them time and resources. They don't just file lawsuits that they know they can't win. If they're taking Danielle to court, it's definitely not because of charity or going on marathons.